Yes, Rastafari. Highly, 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 high. Yes, it's DJ Ras Simon, they on the ones and twos again. In the mighty and thunderable name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile I Selassie I the First, and Empress Menen, the lion and the lioness, will sit up in a Zion, seeing? Yeah, man, Rastafari lives forever and ever and ever more. In the heart of all mankind in this time and forever. Seeing? Yeah, man, we're going to tell him right now. This is a livication thing. A livication to the great, the late great Peter Tosh, Winston Hubert McIntosh. Live on forever, seeing? Original member of the Wailers, the legendary Wailers, you know what I mean, which became Bob Marley and the Wailers, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, in this man, I go on and stand up for the rights of the people, them, and really make a mark in reggae music, a legendary idol in this, seeing? So when I say fly on, Winston, you know see, fly on, Hubert, fly on, Mr. Peter Tosh, now see, yeah man, Winston Hubert McIntosh, live forever and ever in the hearts of all the people them, seeing? Yeah man, may your music play on, and may you fly amongst the ancestors still, seeing? Yeah man, right now, watch out now people, talk to them Peter, talk to them.
We want to begin to hear reggae music on the radio 24 hours a day. I tired of funky. And I don't want it to be hypocritically looked over and pretend as if, okay, we are taking care of the business. And as I turn my back and I say, Chuck, nobody like that. We want to hear enough reggae music on Jamaica radio. Because when I go to America or a Sadka or wait one name, me don't hear reggae music once a month. And from my radio station, me listening to the American chart. What kind of bumbleclad thing that? I am tired of that. Reggae music must be respected. Are we the singers and players of reggae music who brought this momentum to Jamaica? No, because if it wasn't for reggae music, all these people would not be standing here. And that must be respected. If it wasn't for reggae music, Mr. Feline and his company would not make all these millions of dollars going back to America. So I don't want to take this thing for a joke business. We want to hear reggae music. All of us who make reggae music stand accused, abused, and condemned and disrespected. See? And the next thing again too. You see, if I drive on the road as a highly dignified, honorary, respected citizen of this country, irrespective of my external appearance, every time I drive 10 yards, Babylon stop you. Boy, come on, boy, come on, come on, come on, come on. Them kind of business, they are tired of. A guy in this 21st century going to tell us they're going to lock you up for a split. I walk the streets of America and a police there and tell me that because he knows he's violating my constitutional rights. And I don't want them to believe that I don't know that we have a constitutional rights. Not only a constitutional rights that was written by men, but a divine rights that was laid down by the hands of the Almighty Jah Rastafari. And it must be respected. Learn that once upon a time, it was about half dozen Rasta in Jamaica. And them have to hide. Better stay in the hills and don't show up him face. What you doing here, boy? Right now is more than 144,000 saints of the Most High sealed. Can you imagine that after all these humiliations and aggravations, I've been condemned to hell And here am I still standing in the name of Jah. Most people don't want to hear I talk because lightning will gash out of the heavens and guy jump out of shoes. You know, see? But I love to talk, even though I am music. You hear how my music sound? Many of you underestimated the qualities and potential of my music and also underestimated my ability. Don't play no hypocrite, I know that bumbo clap. But I am not here to exalt myself. I am here to exalt the name of Jah Rastafari and the music that Jah has given to I that shall take cover the whole world. The whole world shall be covered with reggae music. And anywhere I play reggae music like you hear it now, it creates a thing called reggae myelitis. Everybody have it. From your tour, I'll be going into it, but cool runnings, because I know you have reggae myelitis. I don't want to talk too long because, boy, right now I have reggae myelitis in my toe. So clap them the ears, sir.
Watch out now. Peter Tosh Livication right now, people.
Woke up this morning with a funny, funny feeling, and that feeling was an unusual feeling. In my bones, yeah. It's in my blood. In my toes. Coming up to my brain. I went to the doctor to check out what's matter. I went to the doctor to find out the matter. Doctor said, son, you have a reggae myelitis. I said, what? Doctor said, son, you have a reggae myelitis.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
In my blood, yeah. From my toes up to my brain. desirable. It is incurable. Fit for desire. I have it in my toes, in my ankle, in my knees, up to my waist, under my ribs, across my shoulder, in my finger, up to my brain. Reggae my life is, I say. It's reggae my life is, I say. You only catch it one way. It's reggae my life is, I say.
Sort out the thing. Mr. Peter Tosh live on and on and on in the heart of all mankind. Peter Tosh, you made your mark on the world, seeing? Alright.
It really gets higher. And the music, it set your soul on fire. I got it in my toes, in my knees, in my ankle, in my waist, in my heart, in my soul, in my mind, coming through my mouth, in my finger, register.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Watch me now. Oh, Lord of mercy right now. Peter Tosh Livication.
Rock with me, baby. Roll with me. Come on and roll with me, honey. Rock with me. You're gonna rock with me, baby, all night long. I said, bless my soul. I don't know what is wrong with me. I don't wanna go home, baby. Baby, can't you see? Rock with me. You're gonna rock with me, baby, all night long. You're the sweetest rocker in town, and I love to see you go round. You're the sweetest rocker in town, and I love to see you go round and round.
Whoa.
Rock with me, baby. You better roll with me. You gonna roll with me.
Whoa.
I said, rock with me. Come on and rock with me, baby, all night long. I said, bless my soul. I don't know what is wrong with me. I don't want to go home. Woman, can't you see? Rock with me. You're gonna rock with You've been rocking me every time, and you're on my mind, so you better rock
You know, Peter Tosh
with me, babe.
made his spiritual transition on this day, you know.
'Cause you're the sweetest rock.
September 11, 1987.
See you go round.
On that dreadful day.
I've ever seen.
But we know, say, Peter, live,
So clean
live, Peter.
with me. Come on and rock with me, baby, baby. Roll with me. Roll with me, honey, honey. You better rock with me. Come on, rock with me, baby, all night long. All night long I sing. So that's my little soul. I don't know what is wrong.
It happened to be on the same day as Ethiopia New Year,
You better
September 11.
rock with me all night long.
So it's a bittersweet thing
Say bless.
for Rastafari.
I don't know what is wrong. I don't wanna go.
But good always overcome evil. Seeing in
Rock with
positive over negative, seeing.
rock with me all night long.
So we celebrate the Ethiopian New Year. And we celebrate the life of Peter instead of the death. The life. Peter, live. New Year is a new beginning. Watch ya now. Yes, Rasta can't dead. Can't die, life ever living, I ever living forevermore, you know, see it. We're not deal with no death. Like His Majesty say, who? Who is this? Me no not of that. And for those who may not been tuned in earlier, we'll run this one again, cause it's about reggae music.
This morning with a funny feeling,
Lord of mercy.
and that feeling was an unusual feeling. In my home, yeah. It's in my blood. In my toes. Coming up to my brain.
Think of Mr. Peter Tosh right now.
I went to the doctor to check out what's matter. I went to the doctor to find out the matter. Doctor said, son, you have a reggae myelitis. I said, what? Doctor said, son,
What?
you have a reggae myelitis.
But I don't want heal, doctor. I don't mind this disease.
Oh, no. In my blood, yeah.
Me don't want no medicine, doctor.
From my toes,
May I just live with it, you know. And I want to spread it to as many people as I can. Yeah, man, reggae music is a pandemic.
Is it outrageous?
And a real pandemic.
Vicious? Or is it dangerous? I can feel it in my bones.
So I just jump and dance.
Up to my brain. Is it incurable?
Skanking sweet.
It's fit for desirable. It is incurable. I have it in my toes, in my ankle, in my knees, up to my waist, under my ribs, across my shoulder, in my finger, up to my brain. Reggae my life is. Reggae my life is fast.
All people love reggae music.
You only catch it one way.
Mr. Peter Tosh right now upon the case for the people.
It's reggae my life is fast.
It's on the same date we celebrate Peter that we celebrate the Ethiopia New Year.
It really gets higher, and the music it set your soul on fire.
September 11.
Got it in on my toes.
A new year in Ethiopia.
In on my ankle. In on my waist.
We celebrate with music.
In on my heart. In on my soul. In on my mind. Coming through my mouth. In on my finger.
Watch out now, people.
Don't you where you come from? As long as you're a black man, you're an African.
Mr. Peter Tosh again for the people. Lord.
Don't you where you come from? As long as you're a black man, you're an African. No mind your nationality, you have got the identity of an African. Cause if you come from Clarendon, and if you come from Portland, and if you come from Westmoreland, you're an African. So don't care where you come from, as long as you're a black man, you're an African. No mind your nationality. I've got the identity of an African. Cause if you come from Trinidad, and if you come from Nassau, and if you come from Cuba, you are an African. So don't care where you come from, as long as you're a black man, you're an African. No mind your complexion, there is no rejection, you're an African. Cause if your flexion high, 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 if your flexion low, low, and if your flexion in between, you're an African. So don't care where you come from, as long as you're a black man, you're an African. No mind denomination, that is only segregation, you're an African.
It's about self-identification, people.
Cause if you go to the Catholic, you are an African. And if you go to the Methodist, you are an African. And if you go to the Church of God, you're an African.
So we can organize and centralize.
So don't care where you come from, as long as you're a black man, you're an African. No mind your nationality, I've got the identity of an African. Cause if you come from Brixton, you are an African. And if you come from Eastgate, you are an African. And if you come from Wilsgate, you are an African. And if you come from Bronx, you are an African. And if you come from Brooklyn, you are an African. And if you come from Queens, you are an African. And if you come from Manhattan, you are an African. And if you come from Canada, you are an African. And if you come from Miami, you are an African. And if you come from Switzerland, you are an African. And if you come from Germany,
Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be ye lifted up, ye ever-living black people. The King of glory shall come.
arise, black man, arise. Arise and know thyself. Arise, black man, arise. Arise and know thyself. We've been sitting in the dirt too long, and it seems we don't know when we're right or wrong. But help me sing my song. Black man, arise. Arise, black man, arise. Arise and know thyself right now. Arise, black man, arise. Arise and know thyself. For the moon shall turn into blood, and the rivers turn into blood, and the sun will never shine. Black man, arise. Arise, black man, arise. Arise and know thyself. Arise, black man, arise. Arise and know thyself. Remember we came down here as slaves, and to get a little job you have to trim and shave. Your heaven becomes your grave. Black man, arise.
And we're black with no apology, you know.
Arise.
African with no apology, seeing.
Arise, black man,
We just educate the world on how we are one.
for the time.
To show everyone that we're no different.
Ask me how.
Don't look upon I like no animal.
Black man, arise. Arise, black man, arise. Arise and know thyself right now. Arise, black man, arise. Arise and know thyself. Every man arise.
Lagi Ramawi, Ras Fatari, Madani Alam, Chinaistali, Isyabir Amlak, Karamawi, Tikoro, Madani Alam, Nagusanaga, Society. Lift up your blind head, oh ye, black dignity. And to be lifted up, ye ever-loving black dignity, and let the King of Kings into thine heart. For in a little while, and the wicked shall not be. They shall be cut off like the grass, and wither like a green herb. So trust in the Lord, and do good, and wait patiently for him. And verily thou shalt be fed, Selah. I branches shall not wither, and whatsoever I do shall prosper. I shall be like a tree planted by the rivers, that bringeth forth fruit. Yes, Selah. So lift up thy head, ye black people, and be lifted up, ye ever-loving black people, and the King of Kings shall come in. Selah. Wake up thy slumbering mentality, come closer to reality. Recognize thy dignity, thy integrity, thy quality. Fret not because of one who prospereth in his way. For in a little while, the evildoers shall be killed, crowned, paralyzed. Love him and live, hate him and die. Lift up thine head, ye ever-loving black people, and be lifted up, ye ever-living black people, and the Lord God shall come into thine heart. Seek him and he shall find him, cause he can be found. Wake up thy slumbering mentality, and live up to reality. Live black, love black, think black. Our God is black. Kedamawi rasatari madanya lam, is ya bera black. Tikoro Chilola, Nagusa Nagas.
So if you live in a glass house, don't trust stone.
mercy.
Said if you live in a glass house, not souls. And if you can't take those,
Aja people tuned in, bless up yourself. Bless up my brethren to I say car.
you build your world on lies and illusion.
Ras Louis,
Know that
Sandra Williams,
conclusion. No chance
We Cairo,
who can,
Seymour, Lidford,
cause you never know that the truth was shown.
Reda, Lionesses, Lionheart,
A glass house, don't true stone.
Salgado, Nurshad, Don Simmons, bless up Sistrin. Marcos, bless yourself, my brethren. Diego, bless up. Lauren Flack, bless up, my sistren. Adrian Knighton, bless up. Ow.
I'm on this earth to give your praise, and all I ask for is longer days.
Millicent Lewis, bless yourself, my sister.
Things that are right.
Tori Brown. Yes, Queen, bless her.
Every time, and if you live in
Jonah, Yala.
and if you can't take those, don't
Mario Velasquez Jr., bless up. Zolio Miriam. Tommy Lampard Ford.
if you live in a glass house, and if you can't take those, that if you live in a glass house, and if you can't take those,
Bless up Alberto Carlos Torres Rosario.
that if you live in a glass house,
This is how we do it, you know. Lord of mercy. Peter Tosh right now on the case for the people.
Africa has got to be free.
Tracy Blair.
Brothers, fight on and free your land. Africa has
I'll pull that one. It's a Africa New Year. It's a Ethiopian New Year today. Malcolm Adisa met Ethiopia. So we are say Africa must be free. The whole of Africa.
fight on and free your land.
The OAU was established in Ethiopia with the headquarters with His Majesty as the president. Seeing?
Africa has got to be free by 1983. Come on, make us see, brothers, fight on. Fight on, brothers, fight on and free the land.
Long time we have been fighting for freedom.
Fight on and free your fellow man.
And we not stop.
Paid your due
Aluta continua.
to lose. And that is always my views. You got to fight on. I say fight on, brothers, fight on and free this land. I say fight on, sisters, fight on, free your fellow man. Cause if Africa is not free, then we all will be back in shackles, you see
my brothers fight on. Fight on, brothers, fight on, fight on and free this land. Fight on, sisters, fight on and free your fellow man. Brothers have gone in exile for such a long while. Fascism to fight, brothers, fight on. I say fight on, brothers, fight on and free this land. I say fight on, sisters, fight on and free your fellow.
Roots Natty Davis.
Majority rule, see me down.
LTR. Princess Parkinson, bless yourself, my sister.
Fight on, come on, fight on, brothers, fight on and free this land. Fight on, my sisters, fight on.
BB Barroso, bless up. All the way from Brazil.
Fight on and free this land. Fight on and free.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
Fight on.
Be sure to share the one thing. Yeah, man, sharing is caring, seeing? So we want to tell Una right now, seeing? Listen to the message in the music, seeing? Alright.
Everyone is crying out for peace, yes. None is crying out for justice. Everyone is crying out for peace, yes. None is crying out for justice. I don't want no peace. I need equal rights and justice.
That we need.
I need equal rights and justice. I need equal rights and justice. Got to get it. Equal rights and justice. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. Followers of Jesus, everybody wants to go up to heaven, but none of them want to die. I don't want no peace.
Everyone want to go to heaven. Nobody want dead.
I got to get it. Equal rights and justice. I really need it. Equal rights and justice. Just give them my share. Equal rights and justice.
Yeah, man, this tune so relevant to the time. I must have pulled that one. Everyone want go heaven, but nobody want dead. Seeing? Yes, Roscoe Joe, bless yourself, Adrian.
Everyone is crying out for peace, yes. None is crying out for justice. Everyone is crying out for peace, yes. None is crying out for justice. I don't want no
Water Court.
Equal rights
Bless up yourself.
and justice.
Hold on.
Equal rights and justice. I need equal rights and justice.
Talk to them, Peter.
Equal rights and justice. Everybody want to go to heaven, but nobody want to die. Followers of Jesus, everybody want to go up to heaven, but none of them want to die. I don't want no peace. I might need equal rights and justice. I got to get it. Equal rights and justice. I really need it. Equal rights and justice. Just give them my share. Equal rights and justice.
Whoa.
What is due to Caesar?
Let it be unto Caesar, saying.
Give it on to Caesar. Hey, hey, hey. And what belongs to I and I?
What for eye for eye?
Better give it
Wanna see?
Cause I don't want no peace. And it is alright.
Bless up Patrick, bless up my virgin.
I need rights and justice. I've got to get it. Equal rights and justice. Equal rights and justice. Everyone heading for the top. But tell me, how far is it from the bottom? Nobody knows, but everybody fighting to reach the top. How far is it from the bottom? I don't want no peace. I want equal rights and justice.
Mr. Peter Tosh again right now, people.
Down, press a man. Where you gonna run to? Down, press a man. Where you gonna run to? Down, press a man. Where you gonna run to? All along that day.
All along, people.
You gonna run to the sea, but the sea will be boiling when you run to the sea. The sea will be boiling when you run to the sea. The sea will be boiling all along that day. You gonna run to the rocks. The rocks will be melting when you run to the rocks.
Hold on.
The rocks will be melting when you run to the rocks. The rocks will be melting. I said, oh.
celebrate Livication to Peter Tosh tonight.
I see the healer. Let's go, go, go.
Lord of mercy.
Time I see the killer. Baby moves, moves, moves.
I solemnly swear that the evidence I shall give, shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, So help me God, so help I Jah. So help me God, so help I Jah. So help me God, so help I Jah, Rastafari.
Time I see the wicked, my baby moves, moves, moves.
You are brought before this court for having ganja in your possession. Guilty or not guilty? Not guilty, Your Honor. How could one man do such a thing? Young Jack, it is totally impossible, Your Honor.
I can remember, yeah, when I was framed and jailed, brutalized. The grudge would find me guilty for an exhibit they could not find. And every time I see a Babylon, my blood runs cold. I mean cold. And every time I see the wicked man, my belly moves. When I see the condition, from bad to worst. And every time I see Babylon, my blood runs cold.
Long time Babylon been killing and abusing our people, brutalizing our people, seeing.
Barely move.
It's not just now that we start speak against it still. Peter been gone since 87 from the physical realm of life. And wanna see him been speaking of these things from them times. Still, see? So we'll tell you now, reggae music stand for justice and rights of the people.
My blood runs cold. Every time I see wicked men, my belly moves, young. Every time I see Babylon, my blood runs cold. 10 degrees.
And it should.
Every time I see the wicked man, my belly moves.
Our wickedness, sin. All right.
Every time I see Babylon, my blood runs cold, cold, cold.
Hear this one. Wanna love Peter Tosh. Watch out now.
Send me now, oh, a chill. For ganja no more. I'm a narco, a chill. Send me now, oh, a chill. For ganja no more.
All right, we have to pull that one, you know, say, yeah, man, we have to wipe the slate clean. Right now, the Babylon boy, them have make money off of herb. Them have dispensaries and all them thing there. And them a sell herb. I went to a gas station the other day and I see, say, them have herb literally selling in the gas station. but them say it as CBD. It no have no THC or only have a certain amount where, it's legal. So me say, yo, these man is legal hustlers them. You know what I mean? But them have enough of I and I brethren them were lock up in a jail for juggle some herb, for sell some herb and juggle and basically make a service to the people them. Bring the medication to the people them and make the medication available to the people them. And we have enough of them in jail right now. 10, 5-year sentences. Some of them even have life, depending on prior, all of them think that, man, there's enough things are going. You know, see it. And also, you know what I mean? These people that might make money off of this thing. You have people that's been convicted, done been arrested, done got a police record for one spliff or two spliff or a little bit of herb. You know what I mean? And no, this is on their record and it follow them forever. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, you have to wipe them thing clean, Babylon. Where I tell Babylon, they wipe them thing they clean. Seeing? Yeah, man. Because now you are selling herb, you make it legal. So now, all you hold them thing there when you catch I and I with a little piece of herb and you tell I and I, you go put something on I and I record for prevent I and I from getting certain type of jobs and go certain type of school and all them thing there. Man, we have to speak against them thing there. And that's what Peter speak against. He must speak against them thing there. You know what I mean? This here shit's them. What I'm call it. Yeah, man, equal rights and justice we must talk about. Seeing? Yeah, man, because equal rights and justice, you know what I mean? If it's no equal rights and justice, then nothing. It's pure chaos, you know what I mean, and controversy. The people must live in peace. Seeing? You can't get peace without equal rights and justice, right? One more time again.
Say me nah go a jail for ganja no more. I'm a nah go a jail. I say me nah go a jail for ganja no more. I'm a nah go a jail. Me nah go a jail for ganja no more. I'm a nah go a jail. If you smoke that see me with her. I just got it from an officer. And this a little bit of green sensimilia. I just got it from an inspector. He's my friend.
Lord.
I'm in nah go a jail with ganja no more. I'm a nah go a jail. No. I said me nah go a jail with ganja no more. I'm a nah go a jail. When you see me walking down the street, it is time that you respect to me, cause from I ever know myself, I don't know why you always are harass. Hey, I'm in a go at jail, big ganja, no more.
You know how many people them have in their mind that Rastaman is a criminal. That Rastaman is some type of drug addict or drug fanatic or, a junkie or something. You know how many people have that in their mind when they when they hear the word Rasta or Rastaman? Yeah, man, enough people them feel like that because why? The society and even, you know what I mean, this here whole shit stem where we deal with the legal system and all them things there. Them will put certain things in the people's mind and create fear. You know what I mean? Where You are see an example right now. More people was afraid. They would have looked down on anyone using anything of marijuana or derived from marijuana, right? But now, right? The people them I realize marijuana is a medicine. Marijuana is like a miracle healer, right? So now, if you find yourself with some type of ailment, disease, or whatever, una ready if you try marijuana now. You see it. And una woulda look down upon it and judge it and cast judgment and all them things upon it all them time there. But now, una see how it can benefit the eye. And the eye really have to come to the truth and have to humble the eye self and accept the truth, see it. So yeah man, it's the truth. Just like now, everyone have to accept that ital is vital. Having a more vegetarian diet is more healthy than having more of the meat and starch and all them thing there. It's just the truth. And Rastafari done tell on us that's from long time, see. Yeah man, so you can't take Rasta for fool. Rasta know what we are talking about and we are telling people them this from long time. See. Herbs are the healing of the nation. You can heal anything, everyone. And the diet, the ital diet, you know what I mean? Food, vegetable, fruit, and them thing there. And not too much salt or none of them thing there. Not too much flavor and just fresh. See? Yeah, man. Not too much, not really no processed food and all them thing. If it not grow and you can't grow it and dry it out and crush it up or boil it down or saute it or whatever, you should not really eat it. I have to deal with nothing. I have to go in another lab, see. So yeah, man, may I just talk to the people them. But Rastafari live because it's a tuna tesh and tuna tash and tuna tash. Yeah, man, that's the Ethiopian New Year. It's the first day of the Ethiopian New Year. And as I leave, may I go left a story, right? Now, uno know about the great Queen of Sheba and the great King Solomon written in the Bible, right? Now, King Solomon was the wisest king in the land. He was the wisest king known to the world. And he ruled the kingdom of Jerusalem. From them time, see it. And so, there was a queen in Ethiopia named the Queen of Sheba. And the Queen of Sheba, she said, well, she wanted her kingdom to be just as intact and organized and centralized and all of them things there, like how King Solomon had his kingdom running, his settings are gone, see it. So guess what? She I say, well, me I go plan a trip and me I go visit the man, King Solomon. So she I go visit the man, King Solomon, and when she go visit him, you see it, she are there with the man and him say, yo, you can come in and me teach you and me take you around the whole kingdom and show you all different type of things, and different secrets of my kingdom, seeing? So she I go around and she full joy the experience and all them thing there. And then now, at night, the sleeping quarters was right there next to King Solomon, right? So King Solomon, I tell her, he said, I'm going to teach you everything, and tomorrow we are going to learn more and more and more, and I'm going to tell you everything I know, see. But there's one stipulation. You can't take nothing from me because I'm freely giving you everything I have. So don't try take nothing from I if you don't ask I. Because that's one thing that me deal with is loyalty. And if you betray my loyalty and my trust, then certain consequences have to go on, see. So now, they might go asleep and them say, the empress, she agreed to everything what Solomon says. So, because she not have nothing like that in her heart to no disloyalty and none of them thing in her heart. But they go asleep. Well, actually, before they go asleep, they have dinner. Now, King Solomon, being the wisest man that he was, he get certain type of dishes made would have all the peppers and spices and all the fancy thing them, all the delicacies them was fit for a queen and a king. He got them made and him say, this is what we have for dinner because I have a special guest. The Queen of Sheba is in town in the building and we want to impress her. So we want the finest cuisine and all of them thing there. And we want all the spices and everything. Seeing? So now, them come and them have dinner. Now imagine, the Empress, her mouth must have been on fire by this time, you know, see it. So now them go to sleep and them sleeping in the same quarters. Seeing? King Solomon, the only thing he did not provide during the dinner was the drinks. Right? But after dinner, in the room, in the middle of the room, he left a jar, a picture of water, fresh, cold water there, sitting there, and I see it. But him go asleep. She go asleep. But she know that King Solomon really now went to sleep and had one eye open, seeing, and I just watch the Empress and watch the Queen, seeing, and she'll start make her move, she'll watch it, she'll eye the, she look and check and make sure him sleep and all them things there, and she'll eye the pitcher of water there, and then next thing you know, she make her move and she go get the water and start drink from the water. Now, King Solomon, I woke up and rise up out the bed and say, yo, you betrayed the agreement because you say you never take nothing from I if you not ask I first, you know. So now you just take I and I water and you never ask I and I for this, you know. So that mean they have to deal with them consequences, which was she had to sleep with him. So now she had to sleep with him. If anyone know how a king Agwan, this here king, I make sure she bury him youth, you know, see it. So that mean say him I make sure him plant him seed firm, you know, see it. Take full advantage of the opportunity still. And so end of the day, Queen of Sheba end up with youth and she had traveled forward to Ethiopia. So therefore she had take forward the seed of Solomon to Ethiopia. Now, the story goes she took the seed to Ethiopia. She had bestowed the knowledge and everything where she learned from Solomon, and Ethiopia just became a greater nation, right? But then her youth was born. And when her youth was born, his name was Menelik I. And Menelik I, he was born, and when he was born, he was a great person, you know. He had a great glowing countenance and everything and very wise. And everyone loved him. So when he became a teenager, he decided that he wanted to go to Jerusalem to find his father so that he could meet his father because he had never met his father. I remember this is David's grandson. This is Solomon's son. So now he went to Jerusalem, and when he saw his father, King Solomon said, when he sight up the man, first he ran into some of his, you know, his security and all them thing. And he said, well, I'm the son of Solomon and all them. And everyone sight up him and say, yo, the man look just like Solomon, look just like David, like, yo. So them went and told Solomon and say, yo, you must come see this man. Him claim him your son, you know. So now Solomon I come and him say, yo, Make me check out the man who claim say I'm my son and him come in and show him, yeah man, me are your son. When Solomon see it, it's like him almost froze in them step because him like, yo, he looks so much like David, like Solomon father. Solomon almost like fainted because he said, yo, this man looks so much like my father. He must be my youth. And then it had something like a bracelet or something where a ring, maybe the ring. I can't, everything, but yeah, man, it's something him have where his mother give him, and she say, well, when you show him this, him a know, say, you're him son, you're him youth still. So then him took him in and him embrace him and show him enough different things, share enough wisdom with him and all them thing there. And then they say, well, now Solomon's son, Menelik, which Solomon gave him the name Greater David, Greater Son, because him he say, yo, my father return, Him look more like my father than even my own father look, seeing? So, yeah, man, and from them time, them, I'm just trust Menelik and him show him everything and give him access to everything and all them thing there. So then Menelik they say, well, me want go. Him got homesick and all them thing there, so him want go forward home to Ethiopia. So then him a go home and him say, well, me I go, but me have to take the greatness because me is a inheritance of greatness, of the greatest, wisest king upon earth and you know, the highest throne upon earth. Me have to, so then when them went forward, them say, well, them went and them say them went to the ark, where the ark of the covenant was about. And the ark of the covenant, them had gather his brethren and ones who was with him, and them took the ark of the covenant and them went across the desert and them head forward to Ethiopia. Now, when them look forward to Ethiopia, them see the sun arise and them say, yo. And it's like, they say, well, it was like a chariot of angels were carrying them across the desert because even when Solomon and his man them find out that the thing was missing, you know what I mean? Them a follow the man them. But when them see that the man them a float across the desert like them riding on some chariot, them know say that the power of Jah was with them, seeing? So yeah, man. So when them reach, them establish the thing in Ethiopia and them establish the whole Solomonic dynasty in Ethiopia, in the sea. So Haile Selassie I represent the 225th emperor in that same lineage, that same lineage. You know what I mean? We still and go back to that same story. You know what I mean? Where the ark was brought to Ethiopia from Jerusalem, which it was stolen from there long time in prehistory still, but this is the thing that was written, see. So we know, say, when all them thing there was established, they say the sunshine over Ethiopia. Ethiopia have 13 months of sunshine. Even in it, when it rain in Ethiopia, if it rain, the sunshine will come out in 10, 15 minutes. It only rain like 10, 15 minutes and then the sunshine will come out again. Seeing? So I'm say Ethiopia is the land of 13 months of sunshine. See? So the sunshine over Ethiopia, which show that the Most High bless the transition of the thing. So now the Ark of the Covenant is in his home in Ethiopia, resting in his rightful place. The throne of David, they bought, see. And so we have to give honor and praises still because we know, say that this is I story, I foundation, see. And we have to make sure we know I story, you know what I mean? This whole story is the thing where them want, it's like the big secret where Babylon always have had against I, is I story. So they want to tell his story, seeing? his story or her story or whatever you want to call it, but them never want I and I to really know I and I own story. So we say our story, I and I story. But when we seek and we learn and find out I and I own story, man, we empower I and I self, because then we see I and I own greatness and realize that we can do all and anything. And anything Babylon a do or them a try do or whatever, more time them stole it from I and I anyway. You know see. So yeah man. But it's Ethiopian New Year and we just, speaking and talking and yeah. Rastafari lives and reign, right? Everybody put your hand up if you love Rastafari. If you love King Selassie, if you love Empress Menen, if you love goodness, righteousness, you know what I mean? You have a good heart, you know what I mean? And you love to see, progressive upfulness vibes, and you love people that's doing positive works, and you're not envious, you're not grudgeful against your brother and your sister, all of them things there, man, because that's what it's about, see? Rastafari lives and reigns and rule. And we're gonna settle it right now. But we say Peter Tosh live and reign. See? Yeah man, the man lives and reign. Yeah man.
Legalize it. Don't criticize it. Legalize it, yeah, and I will advertise it.
All right.
Some call it tampy, some call it the weed, some call it marijuana, yeah, some of them call it ganja.
Talking about legalize it.
Listen
The
this
time
one.
has just come. Don't feel no way. And don't feel like this 1914 business can work forever. In Ethiopia, where I originated, where culture originated, herb is a part of my culture. Smoking herb is a sacrament, not a sacrilege. Not smoking herb is violating my own constitutional rights. And to be humiliated, aggravated, and brutalized for the smoke of herb is totally degrading in this 20th century. And I, you see, standing here, have all right to talk. And you know why I can talk? Because I suffered the tribulation and accusation for the smoke of herb. But the sun shall not smite I by day, nor the moon by night, nor the pestilence that lurks in dark places, nor destruction that wasteth at noonday. For I delight is in the laws of Jah, who created Zion and earth. Years we've been living this illusion of Jesus die and go to heaven. That don't exist. Places in Africa, if you tell people about dead, they laugh at you. Only in the Western Hemisphere people commit suicide and genocide and homicide and all kind of side. I don't know who for side no left. And if you continue this same way, like you don't forget, say, Jah who make the sun shine still live. Men come telling you that them crucify him and them keep on humiliating the truth. But this time the truth shall swim like waters cover the sea. And only righteousness can exalt a nation. And don't care what you people say, lawmakers or what you want to say. You all better respect the Creator who is Jah. And not only to respect him, but to respect the followers of him. I know there are many imposters. Look like I, favor I, walk like I, talk like I. Him read Bible 24 hours a day. And him quote pure scripture. But learn say, he is the agent of Lucifer. Wolves in sheep clothing, beware of thyself. These things cause I dignity and integrity to be abused by men, and make I and I look like criminal in the presence of men. And if I should begin to read all the respects that I get in the United States of America, for example, in New York City, I would not be humiliated for a spliff, no way, by no police. And that's for one blood clot reason why I would stay into New York City more time, because I have the privilege to smoke herb with respect. And I want to learn this. It is I and the Rasta man who has been humiliated for the use of herb for all these ages. Once upon a time when I first came to this planet Earth, I was told and taught and brainwashed that herb, otherwise known as ganja, is the most dangerous drugs and poison. And I was taught to be afraid of it. And it's a good thing I am in permanent link with Jah. Who I say, Jah, I don't take influences from men. It is thy duty to show I what is right and what is wrong. Oh, I don't stop on a bomber clot nice. And don't take this thing here for joke. And go on like another pan coke. Or no just don't eat a whole piece of pork. Nobody let me and that. Because you know what's happening? The sheep, all sheep of the fold, has scattered themselves. And everyone is suffering from this great thing called ego. Everybody is busy involved in himself. The respect of humanity has been lost. See? No man respects his fellow man again. Every man love a pocket of a big bungalow money in his back pocket. Yes. Every man love material things more than his brother. But learn this. You see, if you don't learn to be your brother's keeper, tell them, my brother, the hardest bumbleclot way to, and it's no joke business. When I talk, you know, men are being offended. See, but as I tell you, I have the permanent link with Jah, the man who make that sunball shine. These things don't happen in 400 years. Sunrise with I on stage. I don't want to take it for a lighting. Long time I don't perform here. And here am I performing on stage approximately 7 o'clock in the morning, sunrise to greet I. And not only I, but sunrise to greet everyone who have the heart to stay till this morning, standing on your feet from last night. What else in the world could have created an incident like this one? Only reggae music. The music that is not respected in its own country. And I don't want to go on like it's a joke business. When I talk heart shook up and curl up, because you all support the bullshit. And want it to look like reggae music is an insignificant music. A music that has no relevance. It's just a music of a cult. This is no music of no cult. See, this is a music of anciency. 185 billion years and more from whence I cometh. I did not come the other day. I reincarnated billions of times, and I am still here representing what is to be represented in the right nature and admonition. Don't feel no way. Well, from this moment on, as this commemoration is taking place on behalf of the dead, Bob Marley, which we do appreciate his work which he had performed upon earth, but now that his time has ended, there is time for the living to know what to do. The dead has played his part. Amen, so let it be. May his soul rest in peace, so they say. This commemoration is a commemoration of Bob Marley, who only used to represent reggae music. And I want you to learn that reggae music, that's what Bob Marley stands for in the world and Jamaica. And that what his name was exalted for, reggae music. Well, if this building here or this place here is in commemoration, we want to begin to hear reggae music on the radio 24 hours a day. I tired of funky. And I don't want it to be hypocritically looked over and pretend as if, okay, we are taking care of the business. And as I turn my back and I say, chop. Nobody like that. We want to hear no reggae music on Jamaica radio. Because when I go to America or a Sadka or wait one name, me don't hear reggae music once a month. And from my radio station, me listening to the American chart. What kind of bumbleclad thing that? I am tired of that. Reggae music must be respected. Are we the singers and players of reggae music who brought this momentum to Jamaica? No, because if it wasn't for reggae music, all these people would not be standing here. And that must be respected. If it wasn't for reggae music, Mr. Feline and his company would not make all these millions of dollars going back to America. So I don't want to take this thing for a joke business. We want to hear reggae music. All of us who make reggae music stand accused, abused, and condemned and disrespected. See? And the next thing again too, you see, if I drive on the road as a highly dignified, honorary, respected citizen of this country, irrespective of my external appearance, every time I drive 10 yards, Babylon stop you. Boy, come on, boy, come on, come on, come on, come on. Them kind of business, they are tired of. A guy in this 21st century going to tell you, saying, when lock you up for a split. I walk the streets of America and a police there not tell me that because he knows he's violating my constitutional rights. And I don't want them to believe that I don't know that we have a constitutional rights. Not only a constitutional rights that was written by men, but a divine rights that was laid down by the hands of the Almighty Jah Rastafari. And it must be respected. Learn that. Once upon a time, it was about half dozen Rasta in Jamaica. And them have to hide. Better stay in the hills and don't show up him face. What you doing here, boy? Right now, is more than 144,000 saints of the Most High, sealed. Can you imagine that after all these humiliations and aggravations, I've been condemned to hell, and here am I still standing in the name of Jah. Most people don't want to hear I talk because lightning will gash out of the heavens and I jump out of shoes. You know what I'm saying? But I love to talk, even though I am music. You hear how my music sound? Many of you underestimated the qualities and potential of my music and also underestimated my ability. Don't play no hypocrite, I know that bumbo clap. But I am not here to exalt myself. I am here to exalt the name of Jah Rastafari and the music that Jah has given to I, that shall cover the whole world. The whole world shall be covered with reggae music. And anywhere I play reggae music like you hear it now, it creates a thing called reggae myelitis. Everybody have it. From your tour, I'll be going into it, but cool runnings, because I know you have reggae myelitis. I don't want to talk too long because, boy, right now I have reggae myelitis in my tour. So clap them there, here, sir.
One more tune.
Live clean, let your works be seen. Stand firm or you gonna feed worm. Live clean, let your works be seen, my brothers. Stand firm or you gonna feed worm. One ballad till me see. It's your ballad up till me see. Put on my clothes and come with him, and make we go to church Sunday. Soul seekers, I say. Jacket and tie, come tell me say. Clean clothes, come tell me say. Me and faith come with him and go to church this Sunday. Soul seekers, I say. All you got to do, live clean, let your works be seen. My brothers, stand firm or you gonna feed worm. Live clean, let your works be seen, my sister. Every time I call, you tell me that you soon come. I call you on the phone, you tell me that you soon come. I don't like hanging around or to be pushed around. I got my business moving down. I don't like soon come. I checked you at the gate. You tell me that you soon come. You make a date late. I'll wait because you soon come.
Mr. Peter Tosh.
Waiting for, is it bus, truck, or car? I don't like you are. I don't like soon come.
Watch out now, people. It's now or it's never. Don't like it, soon come.
Soon come. Soon come.
I checked you uptown. You told me that
Soon come. Soon come.
I checked you downtown. You told me that
Soon come. Soon come.
don't take I for a fool who just come out to school. Don't ride me like a mule. I don't like the soon come.
Watch out now. Lord of mercy. When I call you baby and I tell you that I want you, don't want you to tell me that you soon come. I want you to tell me that you're coming right now.
You could have screwed till the blue. I got to be with you.
A boom shot.
No matter what you do, I don't like the soon come.
Cause I need you right now.
No matter what you do, the chances.
Last time you say soon come, it was like 5 or 6 hours later, you know. May I drop asleep and may I go and get some food and all them things there before you even come. Seeing?
Like your presence in me.
Lord.
Don't like the soon come.
I don't like the soon come woman, seeing? I like the woman them way. Say, may I come right now, baby, why I need. Seeing? Here it is. Alright. And it's no secret. We're recruiting soldiers.
I'm recruiting soldiers for Jah Army.
Alright, you know, say Jah Army right now, we need soldiers, you know what I mean? Because I and I is there on the battlefield. No matter whether you know it or not, we there on the battlefield. Every one of I and some of I and I have to step on the front line. We need soldiers, seeing? So, if you know, have the heart of a lion, seeing, and I want come in. Remember, say, Simon have an organization, and me really I start push the organization still, the Haile Selassie I Pan-African People Party. You know, see, the Haile Selassie I Pan-African People Association, HSI PAPA. So guess what? Everyone can come in. You can be a part of it because it's just about spreading the good works and the good words and, you know what I mean, good efforts, you know what I mean, and coming together and centralizing and organizing because we realize that we don't have Marcus Garvey here in this time where he can organize some million and million of people. So what we have to do is we have to start small organizations, right? On one accord. So the small organizations, we have to form them. We have to bring the people in, educate the people, align the people. But the leadership and the leaders, them, we must be on one accord, you know, see it. So that when all of the people from the smaller organizations come together, right, then everyone is already on one accord. And we have to do it in a collective manner. So we give thanks for everyone who have organizations who pushing liberation and righteousness and truth and, you know what I mean, positivity and all them things there for the people them. So yeah, man, it's Rasai, man. Me just up and me there about all the up for the works, you know, because me as a man, me can't let my life pass and me can't say that me done some works for benefit I and I people. So if I do one thing for benefit one person or two person or whatever, me good, make me feel like, well, me done something. It's a great accomplishment. Me not need no money. Me not need none of them thing there. Seeing? Naturally, money is a part of life. We all have to live and eat and take care with families and all them thing there. But ultimately, it's life. You know, see it. We wake up and we have the breath of life. You know, say we know, say we can't make it. Seeing? We can't make it because we have life. So that way we can go out and we can find a way, whatever it may be. We don't know how it I go today, but today may I go do something today, seeing? And tomorrow may I go do a next thing or whatever. But it I go we are gonna make it happen because Jah bring forth life and the energy and you know what I mean, the law of attraction and all them things there. So a man thinketh, so him shall reap. It shall come forward. You know what I mean? That's why we have to do positive. Because when we do positive, it come forward. Because it's the law of attraction. You do good, it come to you. It follow you. Seeing? Yeah, man. And sometimes you say, well, when we do this and we do that, and it'll come when you expect it or when you want it to come. But it come when you really need it. You know, see? Yeah, man. And don't do it with them intentions. Do it from the only intention of doing good. Because good is the essence of man. I and I as man, we don't come from no sin. We come from goodness. We come from love. A man and a woman had to make love to bring forth a child. You know, see? So we not come from no type of sin. And when I let no one tell I and I them thing there. Nobody can brainwash I and I and make we think that we come from sin. We come from love. And when we know say we come from love, when we overstand love, we overstand that love, first of all, is a verb. It's a verb. I ever living verb. It not stop, it not die, it not end. There's no ending. There's no beginning. There's no end. Love is like God. You know what I mean? That's why we say, if you know love, you know Jah, because if you know Jah is love and love is Jah. Yeah, man. So we are telling her, you know what I mean? You must know love and get to know love and all the different levels of love. You know what I mean? Because we all have a mother, a father, we have brothers, sisters, we have cousins, we have friends, you know, aunties, uncles, grandmothers, all them. And every person we deal with is a different level of love, but we all have to realize that it's the same love. It's one love. And we can connect all of that together, you know, see it, and overstand that whole thing what they call love. We can't even limit love to an emotion. We can't limit love to an action. I mean, because it's so much. It's a spiritual thing. It's an emotional thing. It's a action. It's a, you know, it's so much. You see it. But we know it when we feel it. Like I say, reggae music. Who feel it, know it. So when you feel love, you know what love is, you know. And we have to make sure that we show that because believe it or not, there's a lot of people in this world that don't know it and don't ever or haven't ever felt it. And just something that you may do today, you may meet a different person. You may not even meet them. You might come across their path. And it may be a simple gesture, which might make them feel what we call love. You know, see. So that's why we have to be good people, man. Because love and that heart of it is such a blessing. And we have to give thanks to even being able to know love and having the access to the information as far as the ability to know that there's such a thing. Because there's many people that don't know it, many people that haven't come from it. You know, if you ever felt all these things from your mother and your father and your family and all them things, then man, you know love. But remember, it's a lot of people that don't have it. It's enough people that's been on the street, orphan. They didn't have families. They didn't have loved ones. They didn't have none of that, you know. So we have to give thanks. But then they grow up and they become adults just like I and I. And we walk by them every day, right? And a lot of times we take for granted our situation. We take for granted our upbringing or whatever, and we just assume that everyone else had that same or similar type of upbringing. But we never know what this next person went through when they went and they grew up. So, what I'm saying is that never judge a book by its cover. We can't judge people. It's not no just saying and thing. We have to realize that each one of I and I, every person is an individual, and we all have our own story. And we have to accept it because we is what we is. Like Bob said it best. What she is what she is. You can never change that. So it's better to just accept who you are, what you've been through. You know what I mean? The things that you have overcome. Accept those things as your greatness. And don't let other people tell you who you are. Don't judge yourself based upon other people. Basically, don't measure yourself by nobody else measuring stick other than your own, because you are your own person. And I'm gonna finish it like that because me don't want to preach and all them things there, but me love the people. I want everyone to uplift themselves, Peter Tosh Day, what I mean? It's the new day, the first day of the new year in Ethiopia. It's 2013 in Ethiopia, so they're 7 years different from the United States or the Western Hemisphere calendar, where we celebrate 2020. They just celebrating 2013. And it's New Year. We call it Melkam Adis Amet. You know what I mean? Ekuta Tosh. And it's Peter Tosh Day. This is the day that Peter Tosh transitioned into the spiritual realm. So we are whole of meditation. We are give thanks. We are just live up and seeing, and we have a whole reverence to I and I ancestors, because Peter Tosh is an important ancestor for all of I and I people, whether you know it or not. Even if you not even know reggae music, Peter Tosh is a very important ancestor for all of I and I people in the diaspora, all Ethiopians, all African people, them that's all spread out all amongst the world. So, yeah, man, this man has stand up for I and I in a certain way that was unseen and still has been unseen until this day. See. And then also with Ethiopia, the new year, this is the only uncolonized nation. And even though it was occupied at a certain time, it was never colonized. So Ethiopia still remains as the only uncolonized African nation, seeing that was never colonized by Europeans in the scramble for Africa. You know what I mean? The colonization of Africa. See. So we give thanks that we have one, at least one, and we know say all Africa must be free, and we are just use Ethiopia as an example where we know say that we can do it and it is possible, and we must preserve I culture, preserve I history, never be afraid. We can't assimilate. We can't come take on the oppressor culture and let that take over to the point where we forget I own culture. We have to remember I culture. We have to live our culture, because that is the thing that is going to always connect I to I foundation. You see it? And they always say, like Marcus say, enough African proverbs I always tell I that a people without knowledge of their roots, their foundation, seen, it's like a tree without roots, that tree shall wither and fall. So as a people, we have to make sure we stay grounded to our roots. You know what I mean? Even if you say, well, me want to do this, want to do that, you must know your roots first. Seeing? No matter what you do, you must know your roots and you must be grounded. Unless you wither and fall. Yeah, man, Rastafari lives and reign. And may I go? Let Una go. Go and go to sleep now, people. I don't want to hear and I talk no more. Rastafari. So Lassie I lives and reign. On the seat, Majestic Sound International. DJ Ras Iman. Check me tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time in the morning. That's actually today. September 12th. Live show in the morning. Roots and culture. Watch ya now.